If I lived my whole life to see God's word brought to one language, then my entire life was worth it. They start out with those words. Well, now in just 3.5, I think, short years on the field, I've been able, working with others, to get this process started in not one, but in 19 languages. That's over 4.5 million people. I think one of the most practical things we're doing here, one of the most basic needs that we're meeting would be in the area of literacy. If we're successful in teaching people to read and write in their mother tongue, in their own language, the skills that they'll gain from that, they'll be able to use for learning to read and write the national language of Tanzania, Swahili, or they'll be able to use for learning English. And that is just going to enable them and empower them, not only within their own communities, but also in their country, also within the world. If you're going to translate the Bible into these languages, you have to be able to write them. And to be able to write them, you have to know what the rules of the language are so that you write properly well-formed sentences. You can't write sentences in words if you don't even know what the sounds of those languages are. We get the speakers of those languages, work with them, train them how to do the language development and how to do the translation, so they're doing all the work themselves. What I do enjoy after a really, really long day at the office, sitting in front of the computer, doing linguistics, studying languages, all the ins and outs of the project, I love just coming home and cooking. I love it. Probably the biggest challenge that I face here is I never expected at all to meet that attitude here in Tanzania that Bible translation isn't important. A lot of those ideas have come from the West, that a lot of these little languages, they're just going to die off, or we just need to teach people to speak English. As we work with people and they begin to see the value, it's amazing. There's just a moment where they just change.
If the Bible shall be translated into my language, into Simbiti, it will make the Simbiti to read the Bible. They shall think, oh, God can talk by using our own language. So that will be very excited. The mother tongue has something to touch your heart, far well than any other language.